Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 here with Rangers. We're about to take on Hamilton here at Ibrox ahead of the Old Firm derby at Parkhead. Should be confident of the 3 points here. That will take us back to 11 points clear of Celtic before that derby game. Being at home here, could probably rotate a little bit, I'd like to think. I'm going to throw Robbie McCrory in goals for this one. I'm going to put Bilal Coaster on for Riedel. And I'm going to put Alex Donald on for Wallace. I think Alex was left-footed. Yep, he is indeed. I'm going to throw Dapo Mabudi up for Morelos. I'm going to take Chia Cherry off for Tim Gallagher. I'm going to put Walter Molina on the bench for Morelos. So no Morelos in the squad today at all. Jonas is coming off the bench. I'm actually going to start Mitchell ahead of Edelman too. I want everybody fit and ready for the Old Firm game. So we're going to be going with McCrory, Coaster, Denswell, Donald, Byram, Mitchell, Perez, Fassi, Gallagher, Mabudi and Graham. So it's a heavily rotated side here, but I hope they can still get the job done against Hamilton at home. Hamilton going with a 4-1-4-1 here. Defensive formation. They had no way of knowing, of course, that we'd be going with a heavily rotated team. We'll see if they perhaps change their formation and go more aggressive when they realise we're not playing the full lineup. We've got their tactic obviously displayed at the top there just in case they do choose to switch it up. Flicked away by Andy Halliday, but Mitchell picks it up. Go on, run at him. Mitchell whips it low. Too easy for Murphy in the Hamilton goal to pick up. It's going to go long immediately. Flicked on by Tanner, but easy for Alex Donald, who finds Bilal Coaster. Perez, lovely little spin. He's got Fassi, fellow Argentine, with him. Mitchell needs to beat that run. Oh, it goes to Graham actually down the left. Keeps it in. Cut back to Mitchell. Volleys it in. It's all the way in. Is it going to count? It is indeed. I don't know what the goalkeeper was doing there. Dimitri Mitchell in an absolute peach of a goal. Over the goalkeeper on the volley from way, way, way out. 1-0 to Rangers. Excellent stuff. Can Mitchell get his second? He does indeed. Right into the top corner. A beautiful free kick. And Dimitri Mitchell has a brace within 10 minutes. Come on, a hat-trick for the wee left wing-back today. He's been a good servant, even though he's been transfer listed for a while now, Mitchell. He can step into these comfortable home games and still be a solid player. Into Perez. Acres of space now. Gallagher. Getting away, whipping it in. Mabudi! Oh, just wide. They're doing well today. They needed that early goal to get them on their way. Certainly settled them down. Perez, Fassi, hit it son. Drills it across, it's deflected in. It's an own goal by David Gigla. And it's 3-0 already in the first half. It's a solid victory today for the young lads here. We'll even take Mabudi off for Davidson. Probably about the hour mark as Doherty's ball in. Oh, headed back the way by Fassi. And a good save by Robbie McCrory actually to tip over. Need to survive this Andy Halliday corner here. Whipped in away by Alex Donald. Mabudi will complete the clearance. Want to get in at 3-0 at half time here. Wee Hamilton goal back just gives him a way back in. So very, very happy to get to half time with the score still Rangers 3, Hamilton 0. As I say, we'll bring Davidson on probably about the hour mark. But for now, we're just going to tell everybody we're happy how things are going and get them right out for the second half. Coaster now picking it up. He's done well since he came in, Bilal Coaster. Murphy going long. Mitchell away. Doherty on. Tanner out wide. Skondras. Good sliced cross and Andy Halliday with a sitter. Thank God for that. Been a bit too much humiliation for me if Andy Halliday scored against us. Mitchell to Graham. Good ball forward to Perez. Fassi now. Wanting a run. Gallagher goes forward. Flicks it. Oh, and it's a bit of a howler for the keeper as Tim Gallagher flicks it goalward. Christian Perez will actually come off for Davidson, and I'm going to drop Tim Gallagher back to the centre of midfield. And that's it. I'm not going to do anything else. It's a lovely flicked header at goal. Got to look at the Hamilton goalkeeper there though. Shouldn't be able to score a header from that distance. Doherty now to Tanner. Hamilton looking to spoil the clean sheet. It's headed away, picked up by Dapple Mabudi now, moving it quickly to Graham. It's Davidson further up the park. He's to wait for support. Oh, dearie me, he's went for a Molina there. Denswell, Gallagher, Mitchell, we're doing so well at cycling it around. It's into Graham. Oh, he should be finishing that. Should be finishing that one off. 70 minutes going, 4-0. And we're pretty much just looking, see this game out now. Let's make a wee substitution here. We're going to bring Riedel on for Byram, just because Byram's a bit tired. I'm going to take Fassi off for Murray Wallace. I know these guys kind of play these positions, by the way. I just want to rest some lads. Fassi, Paez, Byram, want to make sure that they don't play the whole 90 minutes here. They need a wee bit of rest. And at 4-0 up, I'm sure Murray Wallace can fill in. Skondras to Gillespie. Boyle now whipped in. Denswell away. Gallagher will pick up. Is there a fifth in this for us? Gallagher looks long in behind, but it's well cut out. DeHam to Halliday. Gillespie, come on, don't let them get the consolation. Tanner out wide. Halliday again. We're at 6s and 7s at the back. And Craig Tanner does indeed get the consolation. And poor Robin McCrory will not be getting a clean sheet today. And that will be the last action there. The big lumped ball forward from Gallagher going nowhere near the striker. Goal kick is given, won't be taken though. 4-1 to Rangers. Whistle does go. Another comfortable victory, but another disappointing clean sheet surrendered at the death. 12 matches unbeaten still for ourselves, and we're getting ready to go to Celtic Park. Should we beat Celtic and make it 14 points, then we can pretty much rotate and play the youth lads to the end of the season. If anybody actually comes through in the youth intake that we like, then perhaps we even just throw them right into the squad. Because we're already miles ahead actually. If we beat them and make it 14, we'll be 14 points clear with only, 10 games left to go. More Champions League action happening just now. Teams that we could possibly play if we manage to turn it around against Leipzig. Shakhtar beating Man City in Ukraine and Porto with a 1-1 draw against Liverpool. That, of course, a real life, I believe, was it a quarter-final tie, Liverpool and Porto, where Liverpool just absolutely decimated them. I think they won 5-0 in Portugal or something. Here, much tighter affair with the all 1-1 draw. I would say City and Liverpool both good enough to get through there, though. City with a 1-goal loss and Liverpool actually with a really good result, getting the draw away from home. You'd expect them to win that at Anfield, no problem. Couple more games now. Juventus losing 3-0 in Turin against Manchester United, and PSV Eindhoven losing 3-1 against Inter. How's this wee guy getting on? He's okay. And we're slowly but surely advancing on this Celtic game now. Certainly need to do better than we did last time we played them at Parkhead. It was a disappointing 3-2 defeat. I think we were ahead twice in that game, and ended up losing 3-2 if I recall correctly. I think we were the dominant force in that game as well statistically, but Celtic just with that clinical cutting edge. Hell, even if we lose, I don't actually think it matters that much, but if we can beat them, then game over. I think we should be controlling really the destiny here on out. I don't just mean this season, I mean in total. Bloody hell, there's 4 goals for Wright as Aberdeen, bag 4. Falkirk with another win, that brings them within 7 of Celtic. Right, lots of updates on loan boys. MD standing out. Craig Brown playing well for Morton. Connor Moore playing really well for Partick. Coming along nicely actually now, 18-year-old Connor Moore. Everybody else just looks pretty bang average. Decent game for Andy O'Neill there at Elgin, but nothing really to write home about. Full team obviously going to be back in here for this Old Firm game. Alexander Arnold can play. I'm not sure we're going to... Well, we will now bring him back in. I was going to say I'm not sure if we'll bring him in, but Sam Byron being suspended, we definitely will. Ian Fulton will come back in. Manuel Riedel will come back in. Marcel Edelman will come back in. Murray Wallace will come back in. Alberto Chiacheri's back in. Walter Molina's back in. Where's Alfredo Morelos is back in. Anybody else to come back? Nope, doesn't look like it. So that will be Fulton, Riedel, Denswell, Wallace, Alexander Arnold, Edelman, Perez, Fassi, Chiacheri, Morelos and Molina. The full team going to Celtic Park once again. Celtic playing this 4-2-3-1 against us. Let's see if we can do better than last time. Yeah, go carry on straight from where you left off last time. Well, not quite because we conceded right when we left off last time, but you get the general idea. Tom Rogic is actually carrying a knock into today's game. Hopefully that will dull his effectiveness. Taylor with a throw for Celtic in their own half. Armstrong back to Taylor. Lindsay now. Rogic. Sweeping ball out wide. Redmond forced to scramble it away. It breaks for Fassi now. Here's Edelman. Puts it in early. It's come to Chiacheri's hit the post. It's a nice early chance there. And now Kulu heads it to Strootman and Redmond. Finnbogason nicked again. Perez forward. Given away though to Walker. Pinched back though. Molina's in. Square it. Finish. Oh, and it's in. It's 1-0. It's an own goal by Charlie Taylor. And we'll praise the boys for this start. Here comes Celtic now with Walker, Rogic and Haas. Out wide to Taylor, the scorer of the own goal, puts it in early, away by Edelman though. Taylor's out of position now. Lindsay tries to bail him out. Edelman finds Chiacheri. Forced a wee bit too wide and doesn't quite connect with the shot. But once again, getting at them. And Finnbogason has picked up an injury as well. They've got two of the front four now carrying knocks here, Celtic. I feel we might need the second goal though. Edelman to Fassi. Strootman's clearance is deflected. Walker scrambles it away though. Edelman now giving away to Haas. Denswell recovers, gives it away to Walker. We look a little nervy. Finnbogason's in! And it is an absolute cracker. And I was right, we did need the second because Celtic score for one each. They always seem so clinical when they get a chance. Every single time they get somebody through, you just know they're going to bang it in. And no different that time from Finnbogason. It's a great finish. Chiacheri and Morelos are both disappointed today. The back three have all been disappointing. Perez has been disappointing as well. You could tell them we're not happy. It's not been good enough. Edelman I'm going to tell to ease off the tackles. There's not really any options in the bench to switch it up. It's been a relatively even first half. As Denswell picking up a knock now. What's wrong with him? Potential head injury. He can carry on through that. Perez puts it in. Molina has it. It's a gashed head. He's got a cut. He'll be fine. Molina, Fassi, Wallace, Edelman. Good ball. Molina to Perez for Morelos. Oh, and they've just pinched it there. Armstrong now coming forward. Great challenge. Breaks to Trezeguet though. Armstrong. Don't you dare let them sucker us here. Strootman, Trezeguet down the line for Rogic. Should be easy for Wallace. It is indeed. Fulton back to Wallace. Go back to Fulton if you need it. Nope, goes long. Edelman down to Fassi. That's good play to get out of that corner. Forward to Molina. Takes a lovely first touch as he got the cross here. Forced a bit wide. It's Chiacheri. It's 2-1. Belter of a move. I thought Molina had been forced too wide there, had wasted the opportunity to cross, but he sneaks it in at the back stick, and Chiacherry makes no mistake for 2-1. Can we finally get a win here at Celtic Park? Oh, no, we're defending like that. It's broke through for Wilfred Bonney. And there's that clinical finishing again. Every single time they get through on goal, they do that. It doesn't matter who it is. It just ends up in the net every time. We'll bring on Mabudi, I suppose. Might as well take Denswell off for Bilal Costa. We'll put Riedel into the centre of that back line. Wallace, Edelman, come on. Can we win it 3-2 this time? Fassi. Back to Wallace, forward to Edelman. Does he have the run from Molina? He does indeed. It's a great ball, actually. Molina stands it up. Oh, Mubidi can't get there. Fassi now. Paez. Alexander Arnold's there. Got to have a good ball in. It's whipped in. It's Chiacherry. It's the frame of the goal. And Celtic come away on the counter now. Wilfred Bonney switching it to Redmond. Come on. No. Unbelievable, man. 3-2 to Celtic. We hit the frame of the goal. They go up the other side. Screw it. Darren Graham comes on for Chiacherry. Why not? Right, we hit the frame of the goal. They go right up the other end of the pitch and make it 3-2. I think they've touched the ball about 3 times in this game and they've scored every time. Haas flick it to Redmond. Oh, that's a 2-footer. Going to walk. Yep. And Trent Alexander-Arnold walks off the pitch. Screw it, we'll just go 2 at the back and put Riedel there. Why not? We're going to get beat anyway. We might as well try something. Taylor, Haas, Taylor, Redmond, Armstrong, slips in. Bonney, oh, he's put it wide for a change. Edelman given away to Walker. Too easy. Wilfred Bonney now. Acres of space for Nathan Redmond. Should be 4. Ugh, easy. Easy for Redmond. Well, it's a consolation for Celtic. Nothing more. We're still 8 points clear with 10 to go. But like our last visit here, we were ahead twice. And Celtic have just been too clinical. It's 5. It's 5 now. Yep. Clinical is indeed the word. Paez is injured now. Come on, we've got like a minute left. Just blow the whistle and end the game, man. Fulton, Coaster, Wallace. Goes long. For Molina. Game over. Puts a poor ball in. Just about sums up the day. As Walker clears. Coaster to Edelman. Fires it back in. Away again. We've played over 98 minutes here. How can this possibly still be going? There you go. Right, we're going to lay into them here aggressively. We are not happy. It was a poor performance. We had the lead twice, surrendered it both times, and once again, Celtic Park is just a fortress that we seem unable to conquer. Alexander Arnold is getting fined 2 weeks' wages for his unacceptable lack of discipline. Yep, unbeaten run of 12 games comes to an abrupt end. The last time we lost was probably bloody Parkhead, wasn't it? No, the last time we lost was Hamilton 3-2. Celtic 5-2. Before that, Kilmarnock 6-3. We don't seem to do low scoring losses, do we? And there's the 3-2 at Parkhead before. Did we not play them again? No, we'll play them after the split. Well, we'll have a chance to get a revenge after the split. It's another disappointing day, though, it has to be said, in the Old Firm game at Celtic Park. 8 points clear still in the league, so absolutely no bother about winning the league. We're definitely going to do that, I think. Next episode, however, we'll be taking on Motherwell in the Scottish Cup quarter-final. Then we've got that return leg against Leipzig at Ibrox. That's the big game, the Champions League game. If we can get to the quarter-finals, win the league, win the Scottish Cup, then it's been a hell of a successful season, regardless of our failures away from home, particularly at Celtic Park. So, listen, I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. It was a tough one to take there against Celtic, but there's definitely signs of improvement. I think the 2 games that we actually played at Celtic Park, we were the better football inside both times, but Celtic were just too clinical. There's that word again, clinical. That's what they have. They get in, they shoot, they score. Like Cherry, for example, just before their 3rd goal, hits the frame of the goal. Every single time they were putting it in, they weren't wasting chances. And that's the story of the day when that kind of thing happens, sadly. The Hamilton game, of course, bog standard. We played some rotational players. They did well. 4-1 win. Not really much more to say about that. So listen, as I say, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. It wouldn't be exciting if we just steamrolled everybody all the time. So Celtic putting a bit of a challenge up there, even though I think we're ultimately still going to quite comfortably win the title. So our next 3 games are actually at Ibrox as well. After Leipzig, we play St Johnstone at home, before we're away to Tannadice, host Hibs, host Partick, and then go to Rugby Park again. So, as I say, hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. Please do drop down below and leave a like if you have done. And of course, subscribe to the channel to follow the end of the season here, which will hopefully include some Champions League quarter-final games if we can turn it around against Leipzig. But mostly I just want to thank you guys for watching and say that I will see you next time for the Scottish Cup quarter-final against Motherwell at Ibrox. And then of course the Champions League last 16 were 1-0 down. But after that we will be able to hopefully overturn that against Leipzig. As I say, I'll see you next time for that.